Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Going up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Coming after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. Alabama quickly back to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Let's go. Handoff to the lone back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They run the reverse.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. The Tide will get the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Power football with the run.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? It's reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Mahomes. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Gets it out quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Picked off. Taking it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, App State 3, Alabama.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. One thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
To the air, it's Jordan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. On the run, it's Jordan. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Running through contact. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Mahomes. Wide open downfield. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, App State 6, Alabama 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn into run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Looking left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. Going to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. It's a reverse. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to the big tight end, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Back to throw, it's Jordan. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton...